Hi, I'm Amelia Caney, and today I'm here with the seniors of the Westside Terrier Times, and I'll be asking them questions about their high school experience and their future plans. So guys, if you could go back and talk to your freshman selves, what would you tell them?
I would tell myself that freshman year isn't as overwhelming as some people make it out to be, kind of how it's portrayed on TV and how people see everything. It really isn't as scary as it seems. And I would definitely say to come in and just be yourself, find a good group of friends that are like you and that you really take to. I think it's really important just to be yourself at all times because it can kind of be hard for 4 years and kind of pretend to be someone you're not. So I would definitely just kind of be who you are.
I would definitely tell myself that everything happens for a reason, and if something happens to you and you're like, oh my gosh, why did that happen to me? Like, what am I gonna do? Everything's gonna play out how it's supposed to, and everything's gonna fall into place eventually, and everything happens for a reason.
I would say not to slack, to be more attentive, and take freshman year a little seriously because I think when we come in, we're not sure how it's going to affect us later on. And I personally feel like if I took it more seriously, it would have helped me later on because then I had to take a bigger leap in my education. So, yeah.
So what part of your high school experience did you guys find most challenging?
So for me, I thought coming into school freshman year was challenging because I came from a whole different school. I didn't go to the middle school at all, so I didn't really know a lot of people when I came, and it was just a very difficult transition for me. And I thought just like coming in and having to find new people, new friends, I thought that was really challenging.
For me, it was definitely like not being social, like anyway. I was a very antisocial person early into high school. I didn't like take risks or any chances or anything. I was very closed in. So definitely just not being able to sort of break out of my own shell and try new things was definitely the most challenging thing for me.
So what was your greatest high school memory?
Mine was definitely the fall play this year. I played Molly in Peter and the Starcatcher. I was the only girl in the main cast, and I was like one of the bigger parts, and it was just an amazing experience because it was the first play that I did in high school that wasn't like the musical. Like, it was the first big part that I had, so it was definitely the most memorable.
I think for me, I would say getting into college was a really huge thing for me. I know like the process is kind of just a really overwhelming thing, and I know a lot of people stress over it. I know I definitely did. And when I finally got my letters back, it was just a really rewarding feeling, and I thought that was just a really amazing thing.
Mine would be a toss-up between Miss Samuel's class in 10th grade and being in drama club now, because in her English class we had a whole like debate session, and that's when I really started to break out of my shell and actually talk to people and start to find what my beliefs just in life are. And now being a part of drama club, I feel like I found like a whole nother family. I've made so many more friends, and it's just been a really rewarding experience.
For me, it was definitely the walkout that we did on the 14th, the March 14th walkout. I mean, a lot of people know who I am now. I'm a very politically active person, so that was like a big like culmination of everything that I've tried to work for. You know, like I know you, Amelia, you were involved in that. Iman, Edric. It was just a whole school coming together. It was a wonderful experience. I'm glad I got to be a part of.
For me, I think it was the Hall of Flags and kind of working with a really good group of teachers and trying to incorporate something that represents like inclusiveness. And especially with the current political climate and everything, I think it was really important to show the diversity that we have here. It was a really good experience with like all the students and teachers that we worked with.
So, sorry, go ahead.
For me, it would have to be, I guess it didn't happen in high school, but it happened during high school. When I had entered this a competition, a speaking competition for scholarship, and I won second place. I remember Mr. Brown coming, and that really surprised me, so I thought that was dope, and that's like a memorable part for me.
So what was your guys' favorite class and why?
Mine was creative writing. It was with Mr. Johnson, and I took it my junior year, at the end of my junior year, and I really loved it because I've always I've always written just for fun, but I stopped when I came to high school. It was just a lot harder to get inspired to write, and it was a lot of we do so much essays and stuff that it was hard to creatively write. And when I took that class, it was low stakes and not as much pressure, but everyone just there was very accepting and inspiring. So it was really nice to get inspired to write again. So I love that class.
My favorite class was AP Environmental Science with Mr. Scott. I took that junior year, and I liked that class because it wasn't like your traditional textbook class. Mm-hmm. We went outside all the time, and we just learned about the climate and literally everything, and that definitely just molded me to the person that I am today, because I did kind of have some interests in science and stuff, but I just didn't feel that I was good at it. But when I took that class, it made me realize that you don't have to be good at something to enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I was decent. I don't know, it wasn't the grades that mattered. It was more of the experience that I got from it, and it was really a really good class.
For me, it was definitely either AP Government with Mr. Gillane or Modern World History with Mr. Thorlton in 9th grade. I'm a history guy, so that just works for me. But AP Government with Mr. Gillane, who's my favorite teacher, and it's my favorite subject, so those two things just coming together is awesome. And then for Modern World History, Mr. Thorlton, he knew my brother, and he loved my brother. It was a very small class, so he clinged on to me, and it was a very the whole class was just having back and forth conversations about history in general. So it didn't, at least for me, it didn't feel like a class. It felt more of just, hey, we're having a conversation, and it was a nice experience.
So what are your guys' post-high school plans?
I will be going to Wentworth Institute of Technology in Boston, which I'm extremely excited for, and I'm going to be studying industrial design because it's just a perfect meld of engineering because I'm on the robotics club, and art because I absolutely love art as a class, as an activity. Just being able to be creative and just being able to combine those is really fun.
For me, I'm going to Westfield State University. Staying local. I'm not going far. I don't want to go far. And I'm pursuing, given my previous answers, it shouldn't be a surprise, but I'm pursuing a secondary education degree, and I'm going to be teaching history.
I will be attending Suffolk University in the fall. I'm going to study communications and have a concentration in journalism. I think being a part of the Terrier Times has really kind of opened me up to what I really want to do with myself and my life. Coming into high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I think now that I was involved with this class, it's really opened me up to what I really want to do, and I'm really excited for it.
I will be going to Western New England University, and I will also be studying communications with a concentration in journalism, and I'm very, very, very excited. I'll also be playing tennis at Western New England University, so I'm really excited.
I'm going to Long Island University in Brooklyn, and I'm going to double major in African American Studies and journalism, and I'm aiming to get a master's, and I also want to start a blog and a podcast and different stuff because I want to own businesses. So.
Cool. I'm going to Lesley University in Cambridge. I'm thinking to study political science and global studies. I'm trying to double major, but I'm still not sure yet. I just know that eventually I want to do civil rights work.
So what are you guys most scared of for after graduation, but also what are you guys most looking forward to after graduation?
For me, I'm most scared of college debt. I think it's just a scary thing.
I think that's all of us.
Getting thousands of dollars, and I think that whole, and you just want to be able to eventually be stable. but I'm most excited to kind of do all the things that I want to do. Like, I'm going a little far, and I've wanted to do that, and I want to travel, and I want to, like, do, like, different sorts of work. So I'm, like, really excited to kind of expand and just take the opportunities as they come.
I'm very nervous to meet new people and have to come out of my shell all over again. But I'm also most excited to meet new people and come out of my shell all over again. I feel like, not that it's like a new beginning, but it really is a new beginning in life. So I'm really excited to kind of start the new chapter off on like a positive note, but I'm also nervous about it, but it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just like, I'm scared for life in general. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But at the same time, like, that's also a good thing. Like, high school, in a way, holds your hand for a long time. Like, the saying, oh, they learn these subjects and go have fun with friends and whatnot. But then, like, after high school, what do you do? Like you get thrown out into the world, and it's a very big and unpredictable place. But I mean, it's a world full of possibilities. So I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not really scared of anything. I don't want to sound cocky, but
Oh, okay.
All right, Jake.
yeah, I'm not really scared of leaving. I want to leave. So, but I'm excited for like just being independent and leaving. Maybe like the first person in my family to go, so I'm probably gonna be alone. But I'm a lot louder than I used to be and way more aggressive. So I'm not worried about breaking out of my shell anymore and seeing where life takes me and coming back and flexing.
I think I'm kind of scared to go out somewhere not far. Boston's obviously not far away, but I'm more of a homebody. So I think it's just like a whole new thing, having to go out and live life for myself and on my own. I think that's kind of a scary thing, but I think it's kind of an awesome thing at the same time. I think college is where you're supposed to do that stuff on yourself, for yourself. And I'm just excited for the new experience and everything that comes my way.
So who are you guys most thankful / grateful for that you had during high school? Like a parent, teacher, coach?
I'll start this one off. Well, I had like a lot of teachers. I don't want to like single anybody out. So basically anybody I learned something from, if their class is helpful to me. But most of all, I think they know who they are. But most of all, like I'm thankful for my mother, because like she beat cancer, and I feel like that made me feel like I could do anything. So.
Mine was definitely Mrs. Korduff, or Miss Korduff. Miss Korduff taught me how to play tennis when I was a sophomore, and I interned for her junior year because I couldn't fit journalism into my schedule, so I had a full year internship with her. So every day I would just go like hang out with her and write and do a bunch of stuff for like the online part of the newspaper. So I just built a really good like relationship with her, and she really just taught me how to get into journalism too. So I feel like now that I'm going to college for journalism and tennis, they're both two things that she taught me how to do. So like if I didn't have her, like I would not know what I would be doing, really.
For me, just in general, given where I'm going in life, I definitely have to thank like the entire history department, all my friends, especially now more than ever with the drama club, for example. It's something I've never done before, and so having everyone just like welcome me in is a very nice experience. My mother and my father, obviously, for just like supporting me in whatever that I do. And even though most people don't know who he is, Dan Kelly, he's someone who works in the town who's been a personal friend and mentor of mine. So just having all that love and care from just people around me, helping me get to where I want to be in life is definitely very helpful.
For me, I would definitely have to say my parents, because I think high school was just kind of like a really unpredictable experience, kind of.
That's an understatement.
I had some good moments and I had some bad moments, so I think having them behind me the whole way was just like a really amazing thing, and I'm really just grateful for them for that.
So, you want to say anything?
I'm good.
So what are your guys' goals in life? Like, what do you want the most?
I just want to be happy. Like I want to be able to like look back on my past and be like, that was great. But like I'm even more excited for like what's ahead. I don't ever want to be in a place where I'm like wicked disappointed in myself for going a certain way and then realizing that I wish I did something else. Like, I don't really want to have any regrets. And I know that's kind of hard to say because things are unpredictable,
Yeah.
but I just want to be able to overall be happy with my life, really.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of a little emotional now. You know what I'm thinking?
We're a family. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, like, I just want to start, like, a legacy for myself because, like, I don't really come from anything. Like, I come from poverty and, like, stuff like that. But, I don't know, like, I just want to, like, start something where, like, I could build off and, like, my family after. I can, damn, I am getting emotional. Like, nah, but, like, I can provide for my kids and, stuff I never had. So, let me stop before.
For me, just I mean, like, I'm pretty sure what Haley said applies to all of us. We want to be happy. That's cool, I guess. But I want to, like, just do something that is, like, meaningful. I don't want to, like, die and then no one to, like,
All right.
sorry. I don't want to pass and then no one just, like, remember me for anything that I did or anything that, like, anything significant. Like, my involvement with politics is sort of just like I want to get people involved and get people thinking just because that's important, whether you think it is or not. Just in terms of just life in general, it's important. But I want a legacy of some kind, and so people remember who I am.
I think it's weird because, you know, you want to sound like every high school student ever. They want to make a difference. Like, pretty much everybody at some point in their life wants to make a difference in the world. And, like, I don't even care about the legacy. Like, having a legacy is amazing. You guys go for it. But I want to make
Just want to live, man.
I want to make some kind of impact, whether it be on one person or a million people. Like, I want to make an impact. And even if my name isn't known by everyone, I don't mind. Like, I want to make an impact on somebody.
Isn't it still a legacy?
Yeah.
Well, not if your name isn't known.
I honestly don't really know what I want to do. I mean, obviously, everything that everyone said definitely be something that I want to accomplish at some point. But I think even what Haley said, just to be happy and to have a great life. You really only do live once, as cliche as it is. So I think it's really important to just live it.
I think for me, I want to work with, I want to work in different countries for just like basic human rights. I think it's something like I've always wanted from a young age, and I think it's, I grew up between like Pakistan and America, and I think it was just, I always saw such like two very like extremes. It was either like you go there and it was like a lot of like poverty and things like that, or you saw like here where even though you can say like the poverty here is something completely different than it is there. So I think I just want to work with like different communities and different environments where to kind of get basic human rights.
Most likely to change the world.
Also, something I want to add is a reporter she's a freelance reporter. She came to talk to our class, and she was like, yeah, I don't make a lot of money, but like I'm so happy with my life. Like she was just saying how much she just loved her job and what she was doing. So I feel like that's just like what I want to be. Like it doesn't matter, like money doesn't make happiness. So I think that like what she said, like I don't know, for some reason she like stuck with me because she was awesome.
Yeah.
So is that everything?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so that was it for today. We talked to our senior Terrier time, so thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Mic drop.